This is day 120 of Zohar Pshat, and we are doing Daf Tesvav Amud Aleph. We started talking about the Tzimtzum, about how everything began, and we're still in the middle of the first paragraph here. So we're going to start from the fifth line down in the text. Bego Botzina, within this darkness, the darkness was generated artificially. Nafik Chan Leviud Mineit Tabu Kavani Latafta. There came out one emanation from which there were colored. In other words, the multiple manifestations emerged from it. The colors below, obviously various different relationships in Shina Kodesh Baruch Hu in the world of Kodesh Baruch Hu. Sasim goes Timin the Raza the Ein Sof, that which is hidden within all the hidden secrets of the Ein Sof, of the Ratzon Hashem before the Tzimtzum. Baka, it emerged in this Nekudah, in this point in which everything was consolidated. And he spoke about this in Akdama, on that base on Aleph, about this Nekudah, about how Bereishis is this Nekudah. This goes back to that long ago, relative to our learning principle, that everything was included in a microcosmic way in the word Bereishis itself. And Baka v'lo baka b'yerdilei. It emerged, it emanated, but it's airspace, not emanated, which is an interesting way of putting it, which means that it did not spread. There was a concept there, and there was this microcosm of everything, and it was this very small Nekudah, so, metaphorically, obviously speaking, and it came out. And it's a fascinating thing because because we're not talking about science here, although we are advocates of Torah Derech Eretz, but it mimics the process of the Big Bang, that there was nothingness, and then something that's emerged as an extraordinarily very small Nekudah, and from which everything then burst out over time. In any event, so there is this idea of this Nekudah which merges into nothingness, into the void, and it's not apparent. There's no between it could be apparent, but there's an abstract. It was not grasped. It's interesting because the way the Radiance does put that, ain't a musag, and there was nobody masking it. It's not just ain't a musag because it's beyond capacity to understand, but there's nobody to understand it. So both aspects. There was, in any event, so until out of the pressure of its emanation. Now here Nekudah Chada, one solitary Nekudah was illuminated, and that's the Bereishis. The Stima Ilah, which is hidden and very lofty. After the Nekudah, nothing was seen. In other words, yes, the Nekudah was there, but it's extremely abstract and not yet concrete. So therefore, Nekudah, it's as if Ratzovashov came out and then got hidden again. And on this account, Bereishis is called the very first mimer, as Chazal say, Bereishis Nami Mimeru. He brings down here the Gemara for Rosh Hashanah based on the Zohar. So Bereishis is the is also mimer. It's also a statement with which the world is created, meaning it's also a relationship with the Kodesh Baruch Hu related to the world as he was creating it. But then it became completely hidden again, and this is a revelation of Bereishis which exists, but it's not revealed in this world because everything is Bereishis Chachma Yiras Hashem. Everything is relationship, the relationship with the Kodesh Baruch Hu, but it's hidden because it hasn't yet come into practice. It's almost as if it's a concept which exists in an extremely microscopic way, and microscopic it doesn't mean in substance even. It means in abstract form, microscopically, and has yet to burst out and radiate, which is what the Zohar is all about. Now, I'm going to take an executive decision here. There are hashmotes. In the Zohar, there are things which are addenda, which appear at the end of the Sefer. There's a lot of them. There are a lot of hashmotos. And if we go every time to the back and put in hashmotos, it's going to impede our progress and it'll also become confusing. So therefore, I'm not going to do the hashmotos as you do the Zohar. I'm going to leave the hashmotos as Hashem Alavai, which is someday get to the back of the Sefer. It's a long slog to go, so just starting. But we will not do the hashmotos at this point, and we'll continue going according to the Seder of the Zohar as printed in the text itself. And, of course, the next statement in the Zohar is going to be about Zohar. Those who have intelligence will radiate like the radiance of the firmament. And those who bring righteousness to the masses, they'll be like stars forever. Zohar, big letters here. Stima the steamin. The Zohar is the hidden of all hiddenness. Now, it's very very interesting language here. Batash avira delay. Kicked. It's airspace. This is the Derech Emes says Lashon HaKoh, smiting. Remez of Tokev Zrichas or, and this alludes to the power of the illumination of the light. Shemake Belitishas Orlamata, which beats with its the light down here below. So the light doesn't want to come out of the word Bereishis. Ma'alav Latzar Azos. It's light, and there's this within the Kajnisa which makes everything dark. The Kedusha doesn't want to come into the Chulin. It doesn't want to come out from before the Tzimtzum to into the Tzimtzum. It's got to be forced out. It's got to be compelled to radiate on earth. Okay, so Kodesh Baruch Hu Kaviyachol forced that Nekudah to expand and to radiate on earth. Okay, but the Shabir delay, he kicked that emanation which we call the Avir, the airspace, and by Nekudah. Ukidenis Bashai Bereishis, and then Bereishis expands. Vavle Chole Liakrein becomes a sanctuary, a palace for the preciousness of Tushbachtei and the praise of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tamon Zora Zara Dekucha. There the seed of holiness is implanted in the world. To give birth to what it gives birth for the advantage of the world. The Razadan, this is the secret of a pasuk in Yeshaya Perek Vav, Zera Kodesh Matzavta. Its status is a seeding of Kedusha. So they seed clouds in order to make it rain. This is seeding Kedusha into the earth. That Kodesh Baruch Hu took that Kedusha and seeded it, and that's another metaphor, obviously, for the idea of how Kedusha is going to come into that area which is now dark. Okay, we'll stop here for today.